Yeah, 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 yeah. Look, 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 look.
What's up YouTube, it's JackalGoldKick, and in this video I'm going to be giving my thoughts on the rapper Dax. Now when it comes to the rapper Dax, I've known about him for a while, never delved into his music, but I knew about him through reaction channels, all the beef he was in back in the day with like Tory Lanez and all the other rappers and all the controversy that went on with him and collabs and features and all that. So I knew about him because of that, but I never really delved into his music. So in preparation for this thoughts video, I checked out a decent amount of his music so I could do a thoughts video and give my opinion on Dax. He's another up-and-coming rapper from the independent scene that blew up, much like Joyner Lucas and Tom MacDonald, and I'm going to make this video and give my thoughts on Dax. So I checked out some of his music. I checked out two of his EPs, two of his albums. I checked out, I think I'll Say It For You EP, and then I checked out the other project, which was like It's a Different EP. So I checked out two albums by him, two EPs. Then I listened to some song he did with Snow the Product called Stake Something, and then I re-listened to his Whack-Ass Rappers Freestyle. And overall, my thoughts on Dax is I didn't really care for him, honestly. I didn't really care for him, and musically, I'm not impressed. He's definitely not someone I care for, and he's definitely not someone that really appeals to me, honestly. I mean, yeah, he's an okay rapper. You know, he's not terrible, but to me, Dax is pretty damn mediocre. I mean, most of the music I heard from him, the two projects, and most of the music I've heard from Dax, I just really wasn't impressed. It wasn't really clicking with me. I wasn't impressed. It didn't really appeal to me. I didn't enjoy any of it. I found it boring, plain, generic, and just not really enjoyable, honestly, you know? And another reason I didn't like a lot of his music is one of the things he did in a lot of his songs, especially with one of his EPs, is he would like sing a lot. Like in a lot of his songs, he would do a lot of singing with auto-tune and trap beats, and it was fucking terrible. I hated it. It was annoying. It got on my fucking nerves. When I was listening to a second album, I was like, oh my god, it felt like almost every song of that fucking album had like singing on there and trap beats, you know? I think Dax is an okay rapper. You know, he's got an okay flow and an okay rapper, but he doesn't really stand out. I mean, besides his look with the hair he has, and maybe his name, Dax doesn't really bring anything new to the table musically. You know, he's an okay rapper, but musically, I just don't really care for his music. I find it boring, generic, and plain. I feel like he doesn't bring anything new to the table. I think he wastes his potential a lot of times by, you know, doing a lot of that bullshit singing and auto-tune crap he would do. And then, you know, even when he does rap, to me, it's nothing special. It's nothing that really sticks out. You know, I didn't really catch any lyrics that were that impressive or extraordinary. You know, I think a decent track by him, I don't mind, is the Whack-Ass Rappers Freestyle. That's probably the best thing I've heard from him. That's a decent track. You know, I don't mind the production. It kind of reminds me of Dr. Dre's Chronic album with the piano. That's a decent song with some, you know, good rapping on it. But that's probably the only song I would maybe listen to or find decent by Dax. But for the most part, overall, my thoughts on Dax is I'm just not really a fan of the guy. I don't care for his music. I just didn't really enjoy what I heard. Wasn't impressed with either of the EPs I heard. Wasn't impressed overall with Dax as a rapper. He's an okay rapper, but his music is just pretty boring and plain and just doesn't really appeal to me. And to me, he brings nothing new to the table. And to me, he doesn't deserve the success and fame he has, in my opinion, because I think there's other independent rappers that are way better than Dax. I think Phixx, Cravin, JB, Rush the Russian Rapper, Olets, Dennis, etc. I think those guys are much better than Dax, and they should be a lot more successful than he is. You know, he's not a terrible artist. You know, he's not bad enough for me to do a sucks video, but he's just very mediocre. He doesn't bring anything new to the table. I don't really care for his music. I'm not a fan of a lot of the production and the beats he uses. Don't really feel his music. Don't really click with his rap style or his lyrics or his whole style overall. It just isn't for me. And I feel like he doesn't bring anything new to the table, and he's not really anything special, honestly. And nothing really stood out lyrically, and he's not really all that impressive. To me, he's just a mediocre rapper. You know, he had some other decent songs on It's Different Now. I think the one with OT Genesis, the one with Futuristic, and then the last track on the It's Different EP, those were okay songs, but nothing amazing. So he has a few okay tracks, but for the most part, I'm not really a fan of Dax. I think he's mediocre, boring, really not that good musically, and he's really nothing special. He's mediocre at best, and I don't think he deserves the fame he has, and I'm not impressed with Dax overall, and he's definitely not someone that I'm personally a fan of. His music just doesn't click with me. I don't like the style of it. So that's really all I have to say in this video. Let me know what you think of Dax. Peace.